This is going to be the simplest video on how to make a fitted straight skirt. Okay, but I'll be fixing in a pad, but we're going to do that in the next video. Okay, so for the basic skirt, like the skirt itself, you're going to determine your actual skirt length. So from your waistline or your skirt waistline to the full length. Okay, so you mark it this way. Then you measure your hip line from the skirt waistline to your hip. You measure it. Then you mark also. Also from your skirt waistline, you measure your knee length. On top of your knee itself, measure your knee length. Then from that knee length, mark it. Then go up by 3. Go up by 3 inches. Then mark it. Just follow this video carefully. You will appreciate it. Okay, so because I'll be fixing a pad, so my actual hip round, I added extra 2 inches because half inch for the foam multiplied by 4. So I have 4. So on your waistline, fix in a quarter of your waist round, add 1 inch for that, then 2 inches for seam allowance. Then on the hip line, your hip round divided by 4, then plus 2 inches for seam allowance. So whatever you measure on the hip line, measure it on the knee length. This is our skirt knee length. Measure it on the knee length. Also, measure it down to the full length of the skirt. It's going to serve as a guide. Okay, so I'll be using dotted lines because we're going to create another new line from that. Okay, so connect the waistline to the hip. If you like, you can use the cuff part. If the hip is more prominent, you can use the cuff part. So now on our knee length, come in by 1 inch. On our knee length, come in by 1 inch. Then connect the 1 inch to your hip line. Okay, so this 1 inch, you're going to now measure whatever you have there from your center front. So you're going to do the same thing down to the full length. So this method is just to help us shape the skirt so that when you are done or when you are putting on the skirt, it's a straight skirt. So that when you put it on, it won't just look so baggy down. I hope you understand. So it's to give your skirt fittings. So this is what we have. So this is for the front. I hope you know that this is the front skirt. So you blend any sharp edges. So what we do now is that we remove 1 inch. We remove 1 inch from the actual skirt. But in whatever adjustment or shaping you do, please do not touch your hip measurement, your hip round measurement. Let it be constant. If not, the clothes will not enter. So now we are done with the front. So we're going to go on and draft the back. If you understand this method very well, you can actually draft it directly, mark it directly on the fabric. So I'm trimming out the uneven part on that paper just to have a straight center back. So you can go ahead and draft the same thing the way we did for the front for the back. Then you fix in the additional points. So I just need to mark out. I place the front on top of this paper so that I can mark out the hip line and the knee length. Okay. So just cross-checking the measurement here. Mark the hip round, rule it. Then the knee length is important, especially for the back, because it's the knee length that will guide us in fixing our slit. Okay, because if your slit is not above your knee, you won't be able to walk. The slit at the back. So now I went on to mark 1 inch from the center back for zipper allowance. So that's the length, the full length, then the 1 inch. So I'm using pen first. So when we are done, we'll now trace it out with marker to make it bold. So from this zipper allowance, that's where the other measurement will start from. So you measure the waist round divided by 4, 1 inch for that, then 2 inches for zipper allowance, for seam allowance rather. Then on the hip line, fixing your hip round divided by 4, then plus 2 inches for seam allowance. So remember the same measurement you have on the hip line, you are going to transfer it to, you mark the same thing on the knee length down to the full skirt length. Please, if you are working on a straight dress, a straight gown, you still use the same method. A straight gown or pencil gown, this same method works for it. Okay, so you can see I'm still using the dotted line. So I'm connecting the waist to the hip. So now coming to the knee length, going by 1 inch on both sides, going by 1 inch by the side and also at the center back. From the knee length, on the knee length, going by 1 inch on both sides. Please, so the same thing you now have, remove the 1 inch down to the skirt length. You can see the way I'm marking it out. Down to the skirt length, remove the 1 inch on both sides. Even when you shape your skirt like this, it doesn't mean you won't be able to walk. You'll be able to walk well. It's just to give your outfit fittings, nice fittings. Okay. Please pardon me, my markers are misbehaving. Forgive me for that. I never knew. See, I have 3 of them presently. I never knew they're all out of ink because I haven't used them in a while. So it won't happen again. I'll work on that. So now on the skirt waist, I went in by, you can go in by 3/4 inch or ½ inch. So I went in by ½ inch, like at the center back on the waistline, I went in by ½ inch. So I will now connect. It's from this ½ inch now that you now create another. You remark your zipper allowance. You know our zipper allowance is 1 inch. So I hope you understand what I'm doing here. So now that's why I have to now create a new zipper allowance to follow the shape that I've created. It's simple, guys. Just follow it up, please. Just understand it as we are drafting together. Just know that 1 inch is for zipper allowance. So this is it. So cut out the unwanted part. Then you need to decide the kind of slit you want for the skirt. Okay. Me, I love to work with overlap slits. So I always leave extra allowance at the center back so that the slit can overlap a bit. So I'll be working on this fabric. I think it's George fabric, okay? So because of the design at the down part, I won't be needing hemming allowance. So the paper is going to stop exactly at the hem line, or at the selvedge, rather selvedge, at the selvedge of the fabric. So there's no need of zipper allowance. So you go on and secure the paper, your pattern paper, on the fabric properly. Okay, so once it's well secured, make sure the fabric underneath is well aligned. So you cut it out. So after cutting the front, you go on and okay, so I measured nipple to nipple distance for dart placement. So I only mark 4 inches so that I'll know where to place the dart. Then I'll go on and fold again in order to cut the back. So carefully secure the paper on it also. So if you watch this video to this point, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. Okay. And also on this channel, there's a community. It's so you can join the community so that you have um quick response to your questions, to some clarifications, and yeah, it's a beautiful thing to belong to our community. You enjoy it. There are interesting perks for the community. There are videos that are to be meant for the community alone. Okay. So at the center back, I'm going to add some inches to the vent. Remember I said the slit is going to be a bit overlap. So that's why I'm adding extra inches. You can see the way I cut that side. Okay, so it's that simple. Then put in the dart placement also for the back. So this is it. So go on, try it out, join it, and let me see the outcome. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how we cut the hip pad. Thank you for watching. Bye.